Hi, I'm Olga. Welcome to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be preparing a Thai-style green curry with coconut rice. The coconut, which has been cultivated in Asia and the East Indian Islands for about 3,000 years now, is a very important food group because it is a complete protein. And we're going to be using it not only in the green curry paste, but also to prepare the rice. And over here we have a array of vegetables and spices that we're going to be using tonight to prepare the curry. First, I'm going to make the green curry paste itself. So if you want, you can actually buy the curry paste from the grocery store, or you can try to make it yourself using a blender and a few ingredients from your grocery store. We're going to need a small onion, ginger or galangal root, whatever you can find. They ask for kaffir lime leaves, or a little bit of lime juice will be sufficient. Also using some green chilies, a little bit of garlic, and we're going to be using ground cumin, a little bit of sugar, and lemongrass, and coriander seeds, and a little bit of fennel. I'm also going to use some fresh basil. I always like to use fresh because you can never go wrong with having your own plant at the kitchen. And then that's going to be the curry paste. I'm going to put a little bit of sesame oil in there and a touch of coconut milk just to help it liquefy. Okay, so now we're going to make the green curry paste itself. We're going to start off by taking these chili peppers and cutting off the end and then just taking some of the seeds out. I'm going to leave the majority of them in there to add a little bit more spice, but I'm going to take some of these guys out of here. Chili peppers are very good for you because they add a certain kick, and spicy foods are an excellent way to boost the metabolism. I'm just going to roughly chop these up and throw them in the blender. Take some of these seeds out of here, and otherwise it'll be really spicy. Add some lime. Need about a tablespoon, so I'm just going to squeeze it until it seems like it's good. And now we're gonna go into putting the spices in, which is the fun part. I've got some dry lemongrass that's gonna go in there. They generally prefer fresh, but couldn't find any at the market, so we have is what we use. So a little lemongrass, pour that in there, and then some ground cumin. And now we have some coriander, and that's going to add a nice fragrant touch to it. And then I'm going to throw some brown sugar in there, about 2½ tablespoons, and ginger. I love ginger. It's amazing, I don't know whether to call it a vegetable or it's really a root, but it's a spice. It's been used as medicine for centuries. It has amazing capacities for antioxidant and just boosts your memory and vitality, and just overall increases your well-being. So I like to throw that in there anywhere I can. It's great by itself. If you have a sore throat, throw some in honey. And then I'm going to throw in some of my fresh picked basil. And the blender's going to chop it up so I don't have to worry about that. It's about 1/4 cup chopped. Sesame oil. Great little kick of flavor. So now I'm going to add some coconut milk into the concoction because it's going to help it liquefy a little bit better, because most of those are solids and we need a little bit of juice in there to help it smooth out. So here we go. And now we're going to prepare the coconut rice. So first, I've coated the bottom of this pan with a little bit of oil. And now I'm going to put in about 2 cups of the rice. And I'm going to add the coconut that I shaved earlier. Put that in there. It's still nice and moist, full of the coconut oil, which they said you can also add additional coconut oil into it, but I think that's plenty because it's very fresh. And now I'm going to pour in the coconut milk. And we'll start with 1 can, and then possibly I'll add another. We'll see how it goes. So now I'm almost finished peeling the sweet potatoes, and They're going to be an amazing addition to our curry because they are a wonderful source of vitamin A. Cut these up a little bit and we'll set them to the side so that we can throw them in with our curry as soon as we heat up the curry paste in a little bit of coconut milk. So as you see, the coconut milk and green curry paste is now boiling. I'm going to add the chicken, which I've had in the fridge marinating in a little bit of fish sauce to give it more of that oriental flavor that we're going for. And just throw that in there, and that's going to start stewing up, and I'm going to start adding some of our vegetables. So now we're going to add the cashews, and I'm just going to let them cook in with the mixture. And let all those delicious flavors soak right in. It's jasmine rice. I threw in a little bit of fennel and coriander to give it a little bit more flavor. Now it is already jasmine scented. And don't forget we put the freshly shredded coconut that I put in there and the coconut milk. So this is going to be an excellent combination. I threw a little bit of sea salt in there to make it a nice contrast with the flavors that we have developing in the curry. Now I'm going to add the bamboo shoots and let those start cooking in with the chicken and the cashews. And let that heat up a little bit more. And in a few minutes I'm going to add the peppers. This can already go in. We have the sweet potato loaded with vitamin A, and it's going to go very nicely in. And now we've got the curry has been cooking a little bit. We've got some nice flavors developing in here. And I'm going to add the bell peppers, and the snap peas, which are also a great source of vitamin A. Niacin. They're really good for you. So we're gonna let this cook a little bit, and we're almost done. I'm gonna serve it over our delicious jasmine rice, and we're good to go. So I'll see you back in just a few. And now we've got it cooking perfectly, and I think it just needs a tiny bit of fish sauce to just set it right. So here we go. Oh yeah. Now that's great. Perfection. Lime, which is native to Southeast Asia and has been cultivated there for thousands of years, is essential in Thai cuisine, and I believe this dish could use a little pinch more, give it a little bit more authentic touch to it. I'm going to use it to pick up a little bit more vitamin C and add a little bit more of a punch to this dish. So as you can see, the snap peas look like they're about cooked, and we're almost finished with this one. Getting ready to serve it, so I'm excited. I'm gonna add some basil now as a finishing touch to our dish. I've already chopped some up here. I'm gonna toss that in. And also, I have some cilantro on hand, and I really like the way cilantro and lime complement each other, and I want that to play like a, I don't know, I feel like I should put them in there, so go ahead and throw a little bit of cilantro in there. And we're going to blend these herbs in here nicely, and within about 5 minutes we're going to be ready to serve. And the rice is already perfect. It's been cooking for quite some time, and we're just going to plate the two together and we'll be on our way. Rice is a staple food of Thailand as well as most of Southeast Asia. So most Thai cooks generally pick long-grained white rice, and they generally wash it many times. But in actuality, you don't really have to do this because it removes a lot of the nutrients. Here we are plating this delicious green curry, this wonderful medley of flavors that we've got going on. Cashews and the sweet potatoes, peppers. We have all the nice flavors of ginger, lime, cilantro, and of course the coconut milk, which is one of the most essential ingredients that we have here. So very much looking forward to trying this. It's going to be an amazing experience, and thank you for joining me here today. I hope to see you soon.